The belt is already here. You can see this, everyone, this beauty. And we are waiting for Kerala because Kerala always had superb talent in striking. And now the next Series 7 is being held in Calicut. I was really surprised to see, the talented fighters across the country, and especially few fighters from Madhya Pradesh who come from karate background.
Welcome to this interview from Locker Room India. So, how are you doing and how is it going there in Mumbai, first of all?
Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you for the warm welcome. Mumbai is good. Temperature is rising every day, so it's making it difficult for training. Other than that, everything is good so far. Going good, and we are getting ready for more exciting events.
So I understand that you have some big announcements to make. Like we have the WMC national title coming up. So let's get straight into it. So what's up regarding our WMC?
Okay, so WMC India, World Muay Thai Council, one of the oldest sanctioning authority for the Muay Thai professional fights, and which we got it in India in last year, November. And since then, we have done 7 events and 2 state title so far, male and female. And now this is the first time in the history of India, we will be organizing an event for the national title, WMC national title. And to crown this, one of the best Muay Thai athletes in the country, we are here. The belt is already here. You can see this, everyone. This beauty is already in India. And now we have to see who takes this home.
Okay. So what's going to be the procedure? Like if a fighter wants to challenge for that, like what's the weight class? Like what's the procedure to get a title shot?
So the procedure, that is the reason we started with ranking series in India, because so far we had a few names, but the competition was not that high. So there are a few names who have been competing in Muay Thai professional in Thailand, but we wanted to get all the potential out what India has. There are a lot of fighters who don't get the opportunity to compete, or maybe the opportunity to go out and train in the camp and fight there in Thailand. So why don't we create an opportunity here in India? So we started doing ranking series because we wanted to build up from there. Now we are already down with 7 events. Now we have few fighters with good records. So, there are fighters with 4-0, 3-0. So now definitely we have to pick the names from there. But for national titles, we'll definitely consider the pro fighters who are already fighting globally and who are fighting in Thailand and doing well in Thailand. So, we will soon announce the name for the first ever national title fight.
So will it be for the male title first, or will it also have the female title at the moment?
Right now, we will be having a male fighter for the national title, and followed by the next event would be the female national title. So female, it's not, there are a lot of options. We have good options in my mind to get this done. Let's see if they agree to fight. For female, I always had in mind Priya Sharma against Anisha Shetty from Mangalore, who's in Dubai. So, but let's see, it's all on, talks. We'll definitely talk to these fighters and let's see if we can make this happen.
Right. So what does the timeline look like? I know it's not finalized, but when can we expect this title fight, and where would it be?
Maybe next 3 months down the line, because we need at least 3 months to, do a big event, because it will take a lot of marketing, promotion. So we are looking at 3 months down the line, and the venue is not finalized. We are still on, but most probably Mumbai will host it. 80% if we get a right state to do this at a huge scale, definitely we are open for that.
So coming back to the ranking series, like WMC has held events across India, like across different cities. So how has been that procedure like, and what do you think of the talent that has come out through these events?
I was really surprised to see, the talented fighters across the country, and especially few fighters from Madhya Pradesh who come from karate background, but still they're doing very well in full contact sport. And they can, they have adapted now into Muay Thai style, Muay Thai, footwork, the full contact. It's really amazing to see this kid, when they empty their glass completely of knowledge what they had in past, and learning the new things and quickly getting into it, and fighting full contact sport. So it's really not easy, and nobody thought that coming from different background and they'll do so well. But like Ashok Kumar from MP, who is the state title holder of Madhya Pradesh, I'm really amazed to see this fighter. So it's all about providing an opportunity and a platform. There is talent in India. There is definitely a lot of potential in India. The only problem is we are not competing regularly. We are not fighting. That culture is not there. And they directly jump into, big events like World Championship, Asian Championship, and then we cannot expect much from them because they're not as experienced as the fighters from, Soviet nations, Europe, US, and, other Asian countries. So we have to build that culture. So we have already started it. Let's see how far we can go.
So it's been like so many events now. You mentioned about Ashok Kumar, who's already a state champion. Kavya has also won the state title. So apart from these two, are there any fighters that impressed you in particular during the series?
There are many. I was really impressed in Mumbai event by Mehul Singh, who was 2016 Muay Thai National Federation Cup champion, and he was the best fighter in that event. And suddenly he's back into the game. The fight against very strong opponent from Ghaziabad. It was really tough fight. It's there on YouTube. Any of the viewers want to go and check him out. Mehul Singh was, very impressive. Then Manthan is back into Muay Thai scene from MMA. So I'm sure that people would love to see him, fighting a pure striking event. And also the Vaishnavi Gandhi. This is the girl to look forward, one of the best from my camp. And there are a few in Madhya Pradesh like Ashok Kumar, Shivam Chaudhary, who fought Manthan Rane, showed a lot of heart in the fight. Then in heavyweights, you should look forward from Haryana. This guy comes from Ashish Sethi's camp. I forgot his name. He's a Sardar, and he's a true Sardar, like he with never giving up attitude. So there are quite a few to look forward now for the future events, and we are waiting for Kerala because Kerala always had super talent in striking, and now the next Series 7 is being held in Calicut, so we'll see some talent from Kerala coming out.
So regarding the WMC national title, like this, I assume that will be for the first it will be for the one weight class. So going forward, will we see different titles for different weight classes as well?
Yes. So now as the ranking series goes on, once we have organized like 20, 25 ranking series, that was the plan. Once, in the last interview, I said the same thing, that I'm planning to do event every month. So down the line, we'll have like 20, 25, the fighters will at least have a fight record of 10, 15, and then on that basis, we'll be able to get them ranked. So in WMC, we are planning to have Division A, Division B, Division C. So C division would be for the upcoming amateur fighters. It will be pro-am rules. So, where they can build their experience and build their ranking. Once they have a good record in that division, they move up to B division. And the A division will be full of the guys who are already into pro scene, for a long time. So and we make sure that for A division they're all paid fighters, for the event. So they are we're going to place them like the highest rank in Muay Thai, and yes, to reach there, it is going to take a long way for the fighters.
Okay, sir. Now, before we close, one of the questions that we get most on our inbox, most probably is because how can someone fight at WMC events or WMC ranking? So, for someone that does not know the procedure, so how would you guide them?
Yes, so now we are coming up a very dynamic website, which will, where they can register themselves. But every state we are going to appoint a promoter and coordinator who is going to coordinate between the fighters, and where they'll be coming from every state, and that promoter will be responsible to promote them, to communicate with us and give their complete profile with a background check of their art and their record. So once we have these records in, as I said, it will be a very dynamic website where all the profiles will be uploaded of the fighters. Once the fighter is registered with WMC India, he will immediately be seen in the website. His profile will be seen from day one. And then as he progresses, as he fights, all the records are going to be there, and his rankings are going to be there, his performance is going to be there, and maybe his videos and everything will be linked to that profile. So that is what we are working on.
So you mentioned about Kerala, upcoming event in Kerala. You mentioned about the WMC national title. So what are the other cities or other plans that WMC has in the pipeline?
So we are slowly connecting, building a network. So it's all open. They can definitely, people can mail us, whoever is interested to be a promoter, to be a coordinator, or to be a part of WMC India. And it's a simple procedure. They just have to write a mail to WMC India. So basically, our main motto is to get the whole Muay Thai community under one umbrella. So that because till date, what we have seen in India, everybody is very much organization oriented. Like if I belong to this organization, I am limited to this. I should not go anywhere else. So somewhere we have to break that chain and get everybody. You run your organization, but you be connected, and let's bring it under one authentic umbrella, because WMC is the most authentic governing body in the world. That we need to understand, because it's a resolution passed in Thai parliament. So it's completely comes from Thai government. So it makes it more authentic for Muay Thai, because that is a game of Thailand. So it's better to join hands together and work together with one goal, that promoting and taking our fighters to next level. The same thing we did. We have tied up with Lamai Muay Thai in Thailand, which we feel that is one of the best camp for the amateur as well as pro fighters, and they also provide good platform. Currently, India's Ashish Sethi is training with Lamai. He was the first WMC fighter to go there and to be able to crack Muay hardcore, and he's doing really well. 2 fights down the line, his performance was really good, and I hope that in future he will come back with a win.
Awesome. So, Coach, lastly, regarding the WMC title, what is the message that you want to convey to people that will be seeing this video?
The only message which I always say, that WMC is not limited to any organization. We are working for the development of the sport, for the development of the athlete, by providing them a constant platform where they can come and perform. We are definitely trying our heart and soul to provide a good platform where they feel that this event is good. So please come in, join us, and let's work together with one goal, that is promotion of the sport of Muay Thai and Muay Thai athletes in India.